All right, good morning and welcome to the next episode of Conda's Epic Adventures. I'm here with DJ once again. We are at SeaWorld today. Today's actually kind of an exciting day. So we've got SeaWorld passes and we've been here twice now.
It smells like fish, sorry.
It does. It is SeaWorld. And so far all we've done at SeaWorld is actually the roller coasters. So we're here today to actually see some of the shows and the rides, of course, but try all the experiences that we haven't yet tried. So what are you most excited about trying today?
So I'm kind of interested to see the shows because we haven't done that yet. I've been here like twice now and all I've done is the rides, like strictly just the rides. So I've seen the show when I was little, but that was also when I was little. So I'm excited to see what they have. There's apparently a dolphin show, the Shamu.
Of course, Shamu.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna obviously ride. It's kind of cold and a little windy today, but we're gonna ride all the water rides because we haven't done that yet either. And I know DJ's very excited about that. Water rides are actually his favorite thing. Fact.
Oh, are they?
Fact. I've heard him talk about his love of chlorine many times. So we're gonna get going. We'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so turns out one of the first water rides we were gonna hit, which is Journey to Atlantis, is actually closed for refurbishment for the season. So we will not be riding that today. But right up just ahead, we have Kraken. Headed to Antarctica, which is kind of a cool themed section here at SeaWorld for their ride. And forgive me, I'm not a SeaWorld like super fan like I am kind of like Universal and Disney. So I think then I'm just gonna call this the Journey to Penguin Atlantis. Do you know what this is called? It's Journey to the Antarctica or something? Empire of the Penguin. Not even close to anything that I actually originally said. So this line usually gets pretty long. So it's first thing in the morning and it's not long. So we're gonna go do that now. So one of the things about this ride is that there's actually two distinct ride experiences. There's the Wild Expedition and the Mild Expedition. As you could probably surmise, the Wild Expedition has a bit more spinning and turning, and the Mild is a little bit more chill. DJ and I, of course, picked
The Wild.
The Wild. Alright, so we just got off of Antarctic, the Empire of the Penguin. Yeah, I don't know. So there's a bunch of like actual real life penguins behind us. So it's really pretty cold in here. But overall the ride is actually kind of disappointing. It lasts about 60 seconds. There's a couple cool like tilts and stuff, but most of it's just like looking at two screens awkwardly that don't actually do anything. And like there's always two cars in the room. So it's kind of a disappointing ride experience. This is our second time on it. We thought maybe if we didn't wait 45 minutes it would be better. It wasn't. I wouldn't wait more than 10.
So it's kind of like the ride system used in Rise of the Resistance at Disney.
It is trackless.
Like, the skeleton of it when they like first started building it. Like there's nothing happening except for some color changing lights.
Yeah.
And like moving in circles.
Yeah.
So like this is the most.
Yeah, this is the most exciting part, is getting to see all the penguins. So
they're getting fed.
oh, it's feeding time. We're gonna go see our first show, which is Dolphin Days. All right, so we just got out of the dolphin show, Dolphin Days. This was my first time seeing a show at SeaWorld in a really long time. It was way different than I remember it. SeaWorld back in the old days, I remember there being like, it was more like a story and had a lot of like characters and costumes and music and all that stuff. This was a bit more like information based, which I didn't necessarily dislike. It was just way different from like the Broadway style experience that I remember from way back in the day. DJ, what did you think?
It was super fun. They had a lot of trainers, which you don't normally see at like shows like this. But they also had a lot of dolphins, and each dolphin listens to their own trainer, so I guess that makes sense. But it was a fun, they did a lot of really cool tricks that I haven't ever seen before, and I've seen a couple dolphin shows, so it was exciting.
Yeah, it was good. It was really short. It was like 18 minutes long. So we showed up like literally a minute before and got a semi-okay seat. There was a pole in front of us, but it wasn't the worst view. So enjoy all that footage. All right, so it's been a while since we've checked in. We've done a lot. I think the last time we talked was after Antarctica, the Empire of the Penguin. Since then, we've done Kraken, Mako, and the Orca Encounter. So Kraken is one of DJ's favorite rides. DJ, tell us about our Kraken experience.
So it's a fun experience, it's a fun ride, but it's also super scary. Not in the sense that it's like crazy, but it just makes noises and shakes more than a normal roller coaster would.
It also did look very rusty.
Yeah, that's all you see is rust.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a bright lime green, and it's like a green with like amber everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's a fun ride though, it's just scary.
Yeah. Next we did Mako. Mako is probably my favorite ride here at SeaWorld Orlando. If you've been to Carowinds, to me it's very much like Intimidator, but it's better. It's kind of like what I would call an airtime coaster. Basically, there's a bunch of hills that pull you down really fast and you just kind of float out of your seat. It's a super fun experience. This has a bit more fun track elements, including some cool banking and stuff like that. So I actually enjoy that. I could ride Mako all day. And then,
I feel like it's longer.
Yeah, it definitely feels longer than Intimidator at Carowinds. We just got out of the Orca Encounter, the Shamu show, if you will, and I have to say it was really fantastic. I wasn't sure how it was going to be. I know there's been so much controversy around the Shamu and the Orca Encounter and SeaWorld in general with the Blackfish documentary, and SeaWorld has made a ton of changes to their shows to be safer for the trainers, better for the whales, and overall I really enjoyed it. There was a strong focus on rehabilitation and recycling and just being better to the ocean and to the whales, but also it was a ton of fun. So I actually really enjoyed it. I did miss the trainers being in the water. I remember that from a long time ago when I was a kid, seeing the trainers in the water, but I think they still put on a fantastic presentation that was educational and also enjoyable.
We also got to see the people in the water at the dolphin show. So
That's true. That's true. The trainers did go in the dolphin show. So it's not like there's no trainer interaction. So it's crazy. Hopefully that any of this audio is coming out. I don't know with the wind. But anyway, so it's been great so far. We're actually getting ready to go to Infinity Falls, which is SeaWorld's newest attraction. It is a raft ride with actually a vertical lift. super excited, especially because Journey to Atlantis was closed to get to do this water ride. So. So Infinity Falls was really fun. What do you think?
So I thought the drop was going to be bad. It definitely was not.
Yeah, the drop was not nearly as intense as I thought it was going to be, but it has a little bit of a surprise element in the track that I didn't expect to be there, but it's a lot of fun. I would do it again. So just outside of Infinity Falls, there's the Waterway Grill. You know that I love being an annual pass holder, and inside of this is the annual pass holder lounge. So we came into the pass holder lounge, and in the SeaWorld pass holder lounge, they actually have free Coke products. So we got some of those, and then decided it was about lunchtime. So we also got some food for lunch. So I have the Mojo chicken. It's got chicken and rice and beans. And then over here, I got a chocolate pudding, and they had a bunch of sauces that were apparently for something else, but I love a sauce on a food, so I got both of the sauces. DJ got the chicken tenders and is that strawberry shortcake? Mm-hmm. And also got the same sauces because we love sauces. So, boom. Mine was $15. DJ's was
$11 after the discount.
$11 after the discount. So yes, if you're a pass holder, some pretty great food, and then you can come eat it in the pass holder lounge. So I'm a few minutes into eating, and I've applied most of my, whatever this sauce is, it's kind of like a creamy garlic sauce. I've realized that I guess that Mojo chicken isn't actually like spices or flavors, but maybe like a style of chicken. I don't know. I'm not a fancy person that knows styles of cooking. I don't know. I could tell you anything about Taco Bell, but not this. Anyway, it tastes pretty much just like, well, pretty basic chicken. So I added the creamy garlic-y sauce over here to give it some flavor. Overall, the rice is good and the beans are good, but there's that. DJ, how was your $11? I always get you when you have ice in your mouth. How does that feel? I do this on purpose to embarrass you.
Oh, thanks. So the chicken is good. I've never had chicken tenders like this. I don't know how to explain it. It's just different. And these
are they crunchier, or do they have different flavor, or what makes them so different?
So I'm that kind of weird person. I hate when chicken is like super juicy. Like I know people want their chicken to be like not dry, but like I also don't want to bite into chicken and have like juices dripping down my mouth. I don't like that.
Okay.
So like this is like very not dry, but it's like
the perfect balance of moisture.
Right.
Okay. And then the fries. You just said a very bold statement.
Well, you know.
You want to repeat it?
Something, right? So the waffle fries are literally better than Chick-fil-A.
What?
Yeah. They're like the most satisfying crunch. Like that's what you want fries to do.
Do it. Satisfyingly crunch for us.
No, I don't have enough fry to chicken ratio.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
So Wild Arctic is also not operating today. Let's see. There's a lot of construction stuff back here. The fence isn't very high, so I don't feel bad about looking over. But yeah, the doors were open, but not operating. This is just a really quick glimpse at SeaWorld's new roller coaster that should open later this year. It's called Icebreaker. I don't know a lot about this actually, but I believe that it is not a closed circuit coaster, which means there's only one train on the track at a time, and it just kind of goes forward and then backwards. So you can kind of see some of the unique elements there. The white fins for some, probably some magnets to push, and all the way up the spike. A few more magnets up there, probably to keep you from going too far off the top. And I think you go backwards and end up back in the station. This is supposed to open later this year in 2020.
So what happened to Manta?
I don't know. It was running. I got like one good piece of B-roll and then it shut down.
Do you know what I think it is?
What?
Do you know what I think it is?
High winds.
The winds.
Yeah. So it happens. It just sucks that it happens on a day where there's already Journey to Atlantis down and Wild Arctic down.
So, Michael, how would you describe feeding a stingray?
Okay, well, I first have to say that team member Aubrey over at, or I guess they're ambassadors here at SeaWorld, over at the Stingray Encounter, or at the Stingray Lagoon, was amazing. So she heard us talking about a disappointment that Manta was down, and Wild Arctic, and Journey to Atlantis, and we were at the Stingray Lagoon, Stingray Encounter, and she went and got us some free foods that we could feed the stingrays, which I think was really great and awesome. She actually told us about stingray teeth and gave us these cool little stingray cards that have a bunch of facts on the back of them. So that was awesome. Thank you so much, Aubrey, for making our experience so much better. But feeding them was really weird. So first off, they feel like gooey. They feel like Dr. Scholl's gel inserts, except they're animals in the water. And so when you put the fish in your fingers and like you hit your hand flat, the fish are like, here, we use shrimp. They just like hover right over your hand and it feels like a little vacuum. It just goes, and then the shrimp's gone. So it was pretty cool. It was worth stopping over there, and since we're ending our day here, it was the perfect way to end the day here at SeaWorld. All right, so that wraps up our first full day here at SeaWorld Orlando. DJ and I have had passes now for a little bit. We've actually only come like for an hour at a time just to do some rides. This is our first day kind of like seeing shows and eating here and doing a lot more. So it was a lot of fun. DJ, highlights.
So, I think actually, Infinity Falls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was the thing you were least excited about. That was your favorite thing?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of, so it was cold, but it was a fun ride.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I think I really enjoyed Infinity Falls, but I think the things, and that's what SeaWorld's known for, was the shows. They did such a great job with the animals, just really explaining like what SeaWorld is, why it's important that it exists, and that, you know, the animals that are here, that, you know, the way they're trained with positive reinforcement, and how SeaWorld is actually out helping rehabilitate and save animals all over the world. It really was a great experience. But yeah, and then overall, you know, today was just a tad disappointing because it's a little windy right now, so one of their main rides is down, and then one is closed for refurbishment, and one was just closed for apparently no reason at all, so it felt like a lot of attractions were closed today. But we've had some incredible team member interactions, especially with Aubrey, who we just met at the Stingray Lagoon. That was incredible to see someone just overhearing something that we weren't even like, oh man, this was the worst ever, we're gonna complain. She just heard us say, dang, that was disappointing, and she went and created this really great moment for us to feed the stingrays. So that was really great, and so I definitely cannot wait to come back. But overall, today was a fun day. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you had fun here with us today at SeaWorld Orlando. I cannot wait for our next adventure together. We have some very exciting things coming up. I can't wait to tell you more about those soon. But hey, if you haven't done yet so far, make sure to follow me on Instagram and make sure to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell. So every time a new adventure gets uploaded, you get to go on the adventure with us. We can't wait to see you. And remember, life's an adventure.
Wait, before we stop, I need you to comment down below who looked more terrified of the water on Infinity Falls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, comment down below. The answer is obviously DJ. I was smiling the whole time, but you know, so every comment should say DJ. So, are we ready to wrap up?
Yes.
Okay, now we're ready to wrap up. Okay, so remember, life's an adventure. Make it epic.